ಹಾಯ್ ಹಲೋ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನೆಲ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ PYQs ಫಾರ್ ದ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಸಸ್ ಫಾರ್ KCET ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2025 ಇಂದ 2019 ವರೆಗೂ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಕೈಂಡ್ಲಿ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದಟ್. ನೀವು PYQ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಲೈಕ್ ಹೌ ದ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ. And also I request you all to make a note of all these important formulas and short tricks which is displayed. So without wasting time, let us move on to the question from other previous years. So we have to continue it from the year 2018. If you want to get notifications for other chapters to solve PYQs, kindly subscribe the channel and share it to your friends who are preparing for KCET. Okay, so now we'll start with the question from the year 2018, that is 18th question. So what is given in the question? They have given a matrix A, which is a 2 cross 2 matrix with trigonometric functions, and they're asking you to find A into A transpose, the product of A and A, matrix A and A transpose. Okay, first let us write down what is the given matrix. Matrix A is equal to cos alpha, sin alpha, minus sin alpha, and cos alpha. So they're asking you to find the product of A and A transpose. So let us first write out what is A transpose. A transpose is equal to, rows get interchanged as columns, cos alpha, sin alpha, minus sin alpha, cos alpha. So now taking the product of A transpose, this is equal to first row and first column. So multiply cos alpha into cos alpha will give you cos square alpha. Sin alpha into sin alpha will give you sin square alpha. Okay, done with first element. Now moving on to first row, second column, cos alpha into minus sin alpha, minus cos alpha, sin alpha, and sin alpha into cos alpha plus sin alpha, cos alpha. So now second row, first column for the third element, minus sin alpha into cos alpha, minus sin alpha, cos alpha, plus cos alpha into sin alpha, cos alpha into sin alpha. And now second row, second column, minus sin alpha into minus sin alpha will give you plus sin square alpha, and then cos alpha into cos alpha will give you plus cos square alpha. Okay, so now A transpose is equal to, we know that cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. In the place of theta, you have alpha. So this will be cos square alpha plus sin square alpha, which is 1. And here the terms gets cancelled. You will get the answer as 0. And same thing here, both the terms get cancelled, 0. And sin square alpha plus cos square alpha, again, it will be equal to 1. So then what is the answer? It is the identity matrix. Option D is the right answer. Identity matrix, option D is the correct answer. So moving on to the next question. Nineteenth question. If 2 cross 2 matrix with entries 1, 1, minus 1 and 1, and a product along with a product of column matrix xy is equal to column matrix 2, 4, then you have to find the values of x and y. Okay, very simple question. Just multiply the product of these two matrices. So you get first row into first column, 1 into x, x, 1 into y, x plus y. So minus 1 into x is minus x, 1 into y plus y. So this is equal to 2, 4. So now equating the corresponding elements, you get x plus y is equal to 2 and minus x plus y is equal to 4. Adding these two equations, you get 2y is equal to 6. This implies y is equal to 3. So you got the value of y as 3. So now substitute in any one of the equation. So if you substitute in this equation, you get x plus 3 is equal to 2. This implies x is equal to 1. So you get the answer as, sorry, x is equal to minus 1. 2 minus 3, you'll get minus 1. So the right option is option D, minus 1 comma 3. Okay, moving on to the next question. 20th question. The matrix A is equal to, okay, so here make a bit correction. It is plus 2. Okay, so the matrix A is equal to, I'll rewrite here, 2 minus 2 minus 2 and 2. Okay, and they have given the condition that a power n is equal to 2 power k into a. They're asking you to find out what is this k equal to. Okay, the option given is 2 power n minus 1, n plus 1, n minus 1, 2 into n minus 1. Okay, let us find out. So first let us take out what is the value of a square. So a square will be 2 minus 2, 2 into 2 minus 2, 2. This is equal to, multiply the first one first column as simple as that. 2 2s are 4, minus 2 into minus 2 plus 4. 2 minus 2 minus 4, minus 2 into 2 again minus 4. Minus 2 into 2 minus 4, 2 into minus 2 minus 4, and here it will be 4 plus 4. Okay, so finally what do you get? You get plus 8 minus 8 minus 8 and plus 8. So taking 2 square common here, I can write this as 2 square into 2 minus 2 minus 2, 2. What is the reason for writing this? So see, the matrix A is, if you write in this format, you get the matrix A here. So you can write this as 2 square into A. Okay, so as simple as that. That is why we are just making some modification. So finally you got a square is equal to 2 square into A, and initially in the given condition a square is, A is equal to A. We just write it for the pattern. I'll write this as 2 power 0 into A. So now what will be a power 3? By following this pattern, it will be 2 power 4 A. Okay, so on. You have to find, they have given the condition that a power n is equal to 2 power k into A. So now I can write this 2 square into A as 2 power 2 into 2 minus 1 into A. As you could see, the value of the power of A is 2. So that is why I'm taking 2 minus 1. And here I'll write this as 2 square. 2 square I'm taking common everywhere. And the power of A here is 3. So I'll write this as 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 will give you 2. 2 2 2 is 4. You get the same thing back into A. So similarly, if I follow the same rule, 2 square is constant everywhere I'm taking. And here, this whatever the power of A, you're taking it inside. So power of A here is n minus 1 into A. So now when you compare these two terms, 2 power k in the place of k, what do you have? 2 into n minus 1. Then which is the right option? Option D is the correct answer, which is 2 into n minus 1. So this is how, by observing the pattern, you will be able to find out what is the value of k. So moving on to the next question, which is a very simple and direct question which has been asked. If a matrix is both symmetric and skew symmetric matrix, a very simple question, 21st question. Let's say there is a matrix A with entries Aij of order m cross n. Okay, so if a matrix A is symmetric matrix, then what is the condition? Aij is equal to Aji. If it is skew symmetric matrix, then what is the condition? This is for symmetric. Now if it is skew symmetric, then Aij is equal to minus Aji. Okay, this is the condition for skew symmetric matrix. Remember these two conditions. So now adding equation 1 and 2 in the left hand side, when I add these two, I get Aij plus Aij is equal to, adding these two, Aji minus Aji. So now this gets 0, and here in the left hand side you get 2Aij is equal to 0. So Aij is equal to 0. So what is the meaning of this? The matrix A which we have taken is a 0 matrix. So look into the option here, diagonal 0 scalar square. So it is a 0 matrix. So as simple, by this simple techniques of symmetric and skew symmetric, you will be able to find out the answer for this. So moving on to the next question, a very easy question that is based on conceptual understanding. So this was a question given for your board exam, like not the exact one, based on this concept. They have given a matrix A is of order m cross n. Okay, and they're asking you to find out what is the order of matrix B. Okay, they're asking you to find the order of B, but the condition given here is they're telling that A B transpose and B transpose A exists. So it is defined. When is this possible? When the product, when is the product being defined? When it follow one important rule, that is number of columns. For this, in context of this, number of columns of matrix A is equal to number of rows of matrix B transpose. If this is possible, then we tell that AB complement exists. So now, according to the question, the matrix A is of order m cross n, where m is number of rows and n is number of columns, and we have B transpose. Now, according to this condition, since number of columns of A, which is n, should be equal to number of rows of B complement, that is n cross some number of columns. Okay, so let us see what is that. Now we'll move on to the second part, which is given B transpose A. Already you know the matrix A is of order m cross n, and B transpose, you know that it is n cross dash. So here number of rows of A is m, number of rows of A is m. See, number of rows of A must be equal to number of columns of B transpose for this product of matrix B transpose A. So the number of columns here will be m. So then you can fill this gap as m. Then what will be the order of B transpose? It is n cross m. But what is asked in the question, it is being what is the order of B? So order of B will be m cross n. So if you remember this one short trick, you will be able to find out the answer for this easily. So the option D is the right answer, which is m cross n. Okay. Moving on to the next question, a simple and direct question. 23rd, they have given matrix A, a 2 cross 2 matrix, and this matrix, and they're asking you to find out the sum of A and A transpose. They have given that the sum of A and matrix A and A transpose is identity matrix. They're asking you to find the value of theta. Okay, let us first write down the matrix A, cos 2 theta minus sin 2 theta, sin 2 theta cos 2 theta. Okay, plus according to the question, A transpose, rows into columns, cos 2 theta minus sin 2 theta, sin 2 theta cos 2 theta, and they're telling that this is equal to identity matrix, which is 1 0 0 1, because it is a 2 cross 2 matrix. So now adding the corresponding elements, you get, adding this element with this, 2 cos 2 theta minus sin theta 2 theta plus sin 2 theta 0, sin 2 theta minus sin 2 theta 0, 2 cos 2 theta will give you, this is theta, 2 cos 2 theta. Okay, and this is equal to 1 0 0 1. So now I'll equate 2 cos 2 theta is equal to 1. So cos 2 theta is equal to 1 by 2. So multiplying cos inverse on both sides, you get 2 theta is equal to cos inverse 1 by 2. So when is this possible? When 2 theta is equal to, cos inverse 1 by 2 is for pi by 3. So this implies theta is equal to pi by 6. Then which is the right option? Option A is the correct answer, where theta is equal to pi by 6. Okay, next one. 24th question. The last question. A very simple question. The matrix A is equal to 3, 1, minus 1, 2. They're asking you to find out A square minus 5A. A very simple question. Just find out what is A square now. A square is equal to 3, 1, minus 1, 2 into 3, 1, minus 1, 2 minus 5 into 3, 1, minus 1, 2. This is equal to, so this is A square minus 5A. Okay, now A square, just multiply, 3 3s are 9, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, so 9 minus 1, 3 1s are 3, 1 2s are 2, so 3 plus 2, minus 1 into 3 minus 3, 2 into minus 1 is minus 2, minus 1 into 1 is minus 1, 2 2s are 4, plus 4. This is equal minus 5 into 5 3s are 15. Just multiply 5 inside. 5 minus 5, 10. Okay. So now 9 minus 1 is 8. 5 minus 5, 3 minus 15, 5 minus 5, 10. Just subtract them. 8 minus 15 minus 7, 5 minus 5, 0, minus 5 plus 5, 0, 3 minus 10 minus 7. Okay. So now if you could see, you don't have to solve here. See, if you take minus 7 outside, you will be getting minus 7 into 1001, which is minus 7i. This is the right option. You can just mark the correct answer as this. This is equal to minus 7 into 1001, which is equal to minus 7i. So option D is the correct answer. You could stop till here. You see, you don't have to even subtract and write them here. You can just calculate the answers and make it in 2 steps. In order to make you understand, I have done these steps. You can eliminate these 2 steps here. You can directly find out what is the answer and mark it here. Okay, hope you all understood the concept, and kindly go through the videos which has been uploaded for relations and functions and inverse trigonometric functions, and any doubts put it in comment section, and in coming classes I'll be discussing for other chapters for PYQs of KCET. If you have not subscribed the channel, kindly subscribe and let me know if you're finding difficulty in any of the chapter. Thank you, students.